What we know about victims' hateful rhetoric in San Diego shooting. Authorities are searching for answer after two suspects opened fire on a San Diego Moscow, killing their man and then time slap the May 18. The shooting at the Islamic Country Center of San Diego in the Claremont neighborhood unfolded at about 11:40 a.m. PT, police said. During a May 19 press conference, Islamic Center Dr. Imam Taha Ahsan identified two of the victims as Nadir Ahad, who lived across the street from the center, and Mansour Kazla, who worked at the center for the last for decades. San Diego Police Chief South Whale said that the victim previously identified as Amin Abdullah was the center's security guard whose actions prevent it from being much worse. He immediately observed the threat to everyone at the Moscow, began to engage them in gunfire. Both suspects returned fire, while told reports on May 19. His action without a doubt delighted, distracted, and ultimately deterred those two individuals from gaining access to the gators. Arrest of the Moscow where as many as 140 killed were within 15 feet of the suspect. Yalla, the Islamic Center said a statement that their men were pillar of our community. Well, said he would not release the name of the shooting suspect as the dead should be focused on the shooting victim. During a news conference one day earlier, Well said that the shooting would be investigated as the hate crime until it's not, and said there was definitely hate rhetoric that was involved, but not a specific that threat to the Moscow. We will log on stone undernet, said Mark Rimley, specialist agent in charge of the FBI IS San Diego Fraud Office. During Tuesday, a news conference, Rimley said the FBI was still investigating whether the Moscow was the intent target. The definitely had a broad-hearted toward a lot of folks. Ramley said, editing that when the time is right, the agency will share additional information about a potential motive. Well-site investigators are working to search the suspect computer to determine the motive in the shooting as well as their ideology. Where that we know about the shooting and investigation. What happened at the San Diego Moscow shooting? Shortly before morn on May 18, police received a call from an active shooter at the San Diego Islamic Center, which also houses a school. They got another call about a landscape being a shoot a couple of blocks away. Officers arrived on the scene minutes after the first call and found their man dead outside the Moscow the San Diego Police Department site. The officers entered the Moscow in search of suspect. A few minutes later, officers were called to the another location, normally nearby where a vehicle was getting sitting in the middle of the state police site. Two suspected soldiers was found inside the wheels and dead from apartment self-infected and gunshot wounds. Who are the victims? Security guard identified. The security guard who did in the shooting was identified as Amin Abdullah. The San Diego branch of the Council on American Islamic Relations conferred to USA Today and allied founders organized by Kerry San Diego and the Mosquito has received more than $1.5 million in donation in less than 24 hours. According to the founders, Abdullah was a husband and father. He wasn't just a ground. We owe the first facts of the community to anyone who come through the door. And he the last line of difference where when I met most of the founders said. Our brave security guard who gave his life protecting and the children and community member of our masjid. The center side another boiler and stage this community from the very beginning our valiant brother whose kind sincerity and avoiding spirit does everything around him. Tiger absence loves a voted that can never totally be failed. The were more than community member, the were family. What do we know about a suspense movie? Motive. The shooting suspects were 17 and 18 years old, police said. The heaviness used in the shooting were not targeted to either suspect well said today. About 2 hours before a shooting was returned a report to police. The matter of one of the suspects called police to report that were of the weapons. Her car and her son were gone. She believed her son was suicidal. Police said. So she also said her son was with a complaint and that the were deeds in conflict while said. Information given by the mother led police to believe something serious could be underlined.